Let's explore this direction. I don't know where this guy's leading me. This guy is just...
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything.
Woohoo!
What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Well, firstly, I would like to be at a Japanese restaurant. And I would like to have a giant bowl of unagi don.
No, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Okay. Still really want that bowl of unagi. By the way, unagi is the best food in the planet. If you haven't had it, I suggest you go out and have it. Put down that burger. Go and have an unagi.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
The right door? Now let's take the left. Can I not take the left door? Can I not go back? I am doomed to fate.
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well,
we're on the fifth restart. Going to be.
To decide. Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
What was that? Okay. Can we finally go push that button? Is this the
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
If I remember correctly, the fifth restart will be where I can't go anywhere, where I can't accomplish anything, but we'll see.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I bet you're all smug that you can tell the story as it is.
Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
Beep, beep, beep. I just want to push the button. Been here, been everywhere. I've been everywhere, I think. Though I really just want to see that ending with the baby. I don't know how to get to that. I'm doing this blind. I'm not going to look through any walkthroughs. Yes, here we are.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Indeed I did.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I am Professor X.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers.
Let me through.
The lives of so
Wait,
many
what is this?
individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I love how all these documents actually contain words that are legible, though they're not very easy to read. I'll probably look online just to see what they say. It's very interesting. Give me the elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know.
Here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
By pushing the on button.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Oh boy.
In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Okay,
It's
I
your
think
time to shine.
I probably have to-
You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so
I have to
little
push the
time
buttons.
left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what
I think
precious
in
moments
order.
each one of them is. More time to talk about you.
No, I can't.
About me.
What?
Where we're going. What all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like
Incorrect.
to know where your co-workers are.
Oh, two.
A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of
What?
the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what?
What is
To
the
hell with it.
passcode?
I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious
Wow.
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
How do I...
Dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
Damn it.
Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment.
You evil man.
But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still
Crap.
playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
You
No
evil
end.
man.
Just you.
I'm not gonna let you.
Pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we
No.
fade in until the moment I say
No.
happily ever after.
Ugh. So what happens? I have died. I think. Yes. So that happened. Okay. I'm going to go explore one more time. But, I'm not sure where to go. I'm just stretching because I'm getting a little bit tired. But I want to see what more this game has to offer.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Now I'm just trying to think where I should go. If I have indeed explored everything. If I go on the right, I'm gonna pass that elevator thing. But if I go on the left... I think I've exhausted all my options. I just don't know how to get that baby one.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Okay.
Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Going straight, I am presented with 2 choices. That's the phone.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
What happens if we go back on track? Oh.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling
No.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's upstairs again? That's the boss's office. I'm gonna... Oh... No, I've already been there. I think I've made all the decisions there that I could. But here we are in this crazy room again. I don't know.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive...
Okay, we've already been here. Let's try again.
All of
Left.
his co-workers were gone.
Right.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Oh, I know where to
Perhaps
go.
he had simply missed a memo.
I'm gonna take the right path. Answer the phone.
When Stanley came to a set of two open... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
And
The
see...
lounge was grand, majestic. Perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No, I will not.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story
It gets
has
tiring
been about
after a
nothing
while.
but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her. This is it, Stanley.
The wife you've
Your
made up
chance to redeem yourself.
for me.
To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Answer. And from here, we're gonna turn left and see if we can explore that area over
Stanley,
there.
is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you
Okay,
waiting.
honey.
I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Hello.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Okay, let's go inside not.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
Oh, really? Okay, let's see what happens if we don't push any of the prompts. Any of the buttons.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I refuse. Does anything happen if I don't press that? Okay, I'll
Stanley
press
is
it.
quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Wonderful
And
indeed.
each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As
Prepare
he
dinner.
wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable.
I want a game with the baby.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Okay, I will not do it. This is the part I wanted to try. Not doing it. But apparently, we don't really have a choice. Well, we do have a choice. We could not do it and be stuck in this room forever, left to die. Or we could press 2 and continue on with the conversation and die somewhere else. I think I'm going to stop here for now. I'm not sure if I want to continue playing this game. I mean, I've kind of explored all I could, but if I do find something else, I will record it and post up another video. So thank you. This has been fun, and this is the Stanley Parable. It's a pretty fun game. I suggest you go get it and explore it yourself. But see you in my next play. See ya.